Such a strange dream. May as well go for a walk if I can't sleep.
Who goes there? Show yourself! Oh, it's you. Don't sneak up behind me next time. Lucky for you, I wasn't armed. No sleep for you either, huh? I understand. The more that weighs on your mind, the more your fears become Actually, seeing as there's no one around, this Stellaron you speak of, if you were to find it, how sure are you that you could stop the eternal freeze? Is he your leader? I feel he possesses a great stillness of mind in everything he does. You know, it was difficult for me to believe you. Some of the words you used are too alien for those that have lived their entire life in Belobog. As far as I was concerned, Madame Cocolia's order to arrest you sounded reasonable. But why didn't she issue it straight away? She must have realized something about you. Something I haven't yet been able to perceive for myself. What must have transpired to cause her such a drastic change? Still, orders are orders. It's not for soldiers to question theirs. I don't need you to remind me. And I didn't have every confidence that I was doing the right thing. But the sense of duty to carry out an order is bound to prevail. In the past, overworld soldiers on the front line would lose their lives in droves. And yet, the Fragmentum's advance would remain nevertheless. That was her reason for deploying all the Silvermane guards to the front line. The transport line for supplies in Geomera remained open, but the passage between the surface and the underground ceased. I approved of that. I never thought that the underworld would sink into such ruin without the Silvermane guards. Perhaps Mother was wrong. But how can I change her mind? I've tried, but she won't listen. I don't know how to get through to her. Help me change the mind of the Madam Guardian? Not easy. Nobody knows that better than I do. The more I think about it, the more disoriented I get. In turn, makes me think about it even more. Maybe you're right. Or not. Walk with me. Let's forget our problems for a while. I can't remember the last time I went for a walk like this. Never thought I'd take one through such a strange place, with someone I'd only just gotten to know. It's so quiet here. I'm not used to it. Quieter things are around you. Louder. I'm surprised the vagrants in the grapevine go after the mining teams. They must be desperate. Still, whatever their situation, a crime is a crime. How is the law supposed to find a balance between justice and compassion in the face of such complexity?
How much longer can you last with your current supplies?
Is that Seele?
I know. I'll go to Rivet Tower town and bring them back for you.
It's too dangerous to go alone. Get Oleg to send someone with you.
The rest of Wildfire has barely gotten any sleep the last few days. They should rest. They'd only be holding their eyelids open and slowing me down. Besides, didn't you say some of the miners were gravely injured? Lives are on the line. Aren't you supposed to be sleeping? What are you doing out here? Up to no good, perhaps?
We're just having a walk, neither of us could sleep. You can rescind your baseless accusations.
Walk somewhere else, then.
Easy, Seele. Maybe they can help. Hey, come on now. Seele's got a sharp tongue but a soft heart. She didn't mean anything. Here's the situation. The clinic is packed full of people injured in the mine incident. Since you helped us resolve things, Seele and I have been busy caring for them. As you know, the underground is lacking resources to begin with. Add on the sudden nature of the incident, and it's no surprise that the clinic is almost out of medical supplies.
The situation in other towns is even worse than ours. As the fragmentum spreads underground, more monsters go roaming around and causing trouble for all the towns. That means more vagrants in the mines. The town's resources have been swallowed up by the fragmentum. To get anything now, people have to risk their lives.
Easy now, Seele. Anchor isn't good. Seele and I actually aren't from here. We both come from an industrial town to the north. A few years ago, the fragmentum began to seep into the town center. I used to manage an orphanage clinic there. But after the fragmentum corroded the area, I had no choice but to move here to Boulder Town. After all, I have to survive myself if I
Go to a corroded town to collect some useful resources? I'm in. You want to come as well? But you look...
Hold up. I never thought you could join us.
People's lives are at stake. Why wouldn't you want another person to help? Besides, I have some experience with the fragmentums.
Well, just don't let me down.
Seele's lack of outright rejection means she approves of you. Come, let me give you a list of materials we need. The place you're going to is called Rivet Town. Follow the path through the let me think. I'm almost out of metal plates and also alcohol. I kept a bunch at the orphanage, since the kids often got into tussles. I didn't bring it with me when I left. Lastly, painkillers. There should be a bunch stored in the old lab. Hopefully they haven't been destroyed. These should be enough to get by for a bit longer. Be careful. Don't push yourselves too hard.
Metal plates and bandages, rubbing alcohol, and... Let's go. If we leave now, we can still make it back before sundown. When it comes to helping injured people...
If we hadn't happened to be passing by, were you really planning on going into the fragmentum alone?
Curse! What's all the fuss about? I've done that loads of times.
So reckless. According to the rules of the Silvermane Guards, any expedition into the fragmentum must have a squad of at least 4 members, as well as a communications officer.
We're here. This is Rivet Town. Everything looks familiar. Let's go. And watch your step. I haven't been here in a long time. There are probably some monsters around. see anything here. Let's find higher ground to get a better view.
Monsters of a friend. Let's get ready to fight.
It's too late.
You have the worst luck running into me. You couldn't have done it without me. Restaurant?
The most famous restaurant in town. Natasha would bring the kids who behaved well here for a special meal.
So, did she ever bring you?